Our next item on PressplayShopping.tv is something that I've demonstrated for many, many years. Up and down the country, ideal home shows, motor shows, gardening shows, agricultural shows. You may have seen me and my colleagues demonstrating this. We're talking about the WashMatik. Now, this is the complete WashMatik system, £29.95, item number 3274, and you're going to see some demonstrations in a second, folks, but let me just show you what you get in the kit. Now, normally when you get the WashMatik, you might just get the brush and the actual pipe. What we're giving you today is obviously you get the pipe with the bucket clip on there. You'll see how that works in a second. On the end is the infamous one-way valve, which is the only thing that makes it work. We'll show you that as well in a second. And you also get the extension pole. There's the extension pole. You get the spray head, the rose head as well for watering the garden. Of course, we give you the handle with the brush on, which is a very, very soft, smooth, feather soft brush. And you're also going to get the wash and wipe. And the wash and wipe, folks, is completely unique to WashMatik because this allows fresh water to flow at all times. It's a complete car wash system, works straight from a bucket. By the way, we're also going to give you the microfiber cloth as well. It's a complete car wash system and it works straight from a bucket. There are no pumps, there are no batteries, there are no motors, there are no switches. You place the one-way valve into a bucket of water, you bounce it up and down, you get a metre of water in the pipe, which creates a vacuum, and then all you do is you lay the pipe on the floor, which gives you a siphon, and then it's the movement of your hand that makes the water flow. The only thing that makes this work is this here, folks. This here is a one-way valve, and what that does, it allows water to pass one way but not the other, and that is unique, and this is why this system will work virtually anywhere without a hose pipe. I'm going to show you now a great demonstration. We went on location. Have a look at this, see what you think. The WashMatik is a complete car wash system and it works straight from a bucket. Very, very simply, what you've got is you've got 10 feet of pipe. You clip the pipe to the side of the bucket. I'll show you what's in the bucket in a second. Centralise the bucket in the centre of the car. 10 feet of pipe takes you from one side of the car. 10 feet of pipe takes you to the other side of the car. And let's face it, if your car's any larger than that, you shouldn't really be washing it. Somebody else should be doing it for you. Now, it's the movement of your hand that makes the water flow. Large circles makes it flow fast. Side to side slows the flow down. When you stop, the water stops. It's like switching off a tap. Remember, we're using the water from the bucket. There are no pumps, there are no batteries, there are no motors, and there are no switches. And the great thing about the WashMatik is that you don't have to get a hose pipe and drag it across the lawn, shouting, switch it on, switch it off, stood there in a puddle of water. These are fantastic if you live in a flat, because let's face it, if you do live in a flat, you can't drag a hose pipe down from the top floor. This is the perfect way to wash your car. Now you'll notice, as I work this brush, the water flows, and not only that, but also you don't need to put any tablets in the handle. All your wash wax, whatever you're using, goes in the bucket. Now, in the few seconds I've been talking to you, I've virtually washed the side of the car. So let's go to the end here and I'll show you exactly what we're going to do. What I'd like you to do is keep your eye on the water because that'll show you how much water we're actually using. Now, I've gone right the way through the side of the car. As I said before, large circles makes it flow fast. Side to side slows the flow down. And if you want to stop, you can do by putting the brush over the side of the car like so. It won't work. Or if you want to, just lay it over the bucket. Once you've washed the full side of the car, you then rinse the car off. Now, to rinse the car off, it's very simple. What you need to do is this. Excuse me. Unscrew the brush. Once you've unscrewed the brush, just place your thumb over the end of the handle, like so. Put a chamois on the roof of the car. Now, you do get a chamois with the system as well, so you can use that as well if you like. Then all you need to do is place the bucket onto the roof of the car. And remember, what we're doing here is we're using the same water because what we've got in there is wash wax. No point in changing the water because all you're doing is putting another coat of wax on the car. Release the thumb and that will just bring out the right amount of water to rinse the car off. And as you can see there, what I'm doing is I'm rinsing the car with the same water. All you're doing, as I said before, is putting another coat of wax on the car. Place your thumb over the end, put the bucket on the floor, have a look how much water I have actually used there. There's about an inch of water gone. That's all you need to use. Now, with this system, you also get a squeegee. Now, I'm going to show you the squeegee in a second on the conservatory, but basically the way this works is very simple. You put it where the brush has been, on the handle. One side you've got a sponge, the other side you've got a squeegee. You turn the dial so that opens the valve. As you work the brush again, the water will flow. Turn it round, the squeegee will squeegee the windows off absolutely perfect. Now, if you've got a high-sided vehicle, windows, greenhouses or patio doors, and you can't quite reach them, this is what you do. What we've got here is the extension. And the extension goes between the brush and the handle. So if I place that on there like so, and then take the brush and screw that on top, what you've got now is you've got an extra 2 or 3 feet. The only thing you've got to remember, folks, is this. The pipe has got to be full of water before the system will work. So once you've put the extension pole on, just lay the pipe on the floor for a few seconds until the water comes through. Once that water comes through, you'll see that the pipe, the unit will start working. So say, for instance, you don't want to bend down. This is perfect for doing the sills of your car. It's absolutely brilliant if you don't want to bend over and hurt your back. But this is the other great thing about this. It doesn't matter how high you go. Even up there, look, the water will flow. It doesn't matter if this is 100 feet long, it'd still work because it's the one-way valve that makes the system work. It works on a siphon. As I move that brush, it causes a vacuum and opens the valve at the bottom. If it allows an inch of water in from the bottom, it's going to push an inch of water out from the top. So it doesn't matter how high you go, and it doesn't matter how low you go. What I want to do now, folks, is show you on the side of a van just how this system works. By the way, have a look at how much water I've actually used here doing this demonstration. Very, very little. Come with me and we'll show you on the van. Now, for high-sided vehicles, it's absolutely superb. I've got the extension pole on. Again, large circles makes it flow fast, side to side slows the flow down. The great thing about the WashMatik is anybody can use it. It's very, very simple, very, very easy. And remember, you never put the brush in the bucket, therefore you never transfer